I believe I'm the right person for this job because I'm very feminine for this role. My feminineness, feminine sexuality, feminine personality will add value to this feminine role in the most feminine way possible.
Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Machedo.
Oh, okay. So I got this question, which is, I'm not surprised, but it was asked to me without asking, please don't reveal my identity, which I understand. The question was, my grooming habits. So the guy wanted to know, what are your grooming habits? How do you remain clean, your body odor, you walk in the sun and all that. And yeah, he wanted some tips on sex also. So let's see if I can put it in this video. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm like a typical human being, just like you. If you sweat, you have body odor, and obviously bacteria, dust, and this and that. We all smell. There's nobody whose pee, poop, or underarms smell golden like perfume and all that. We all smell the same, and obviously your genetic makeup, your the food you eat and all that, it does impact. Trust me, it does impact. Even your semen, if you eat spicy and garlic and all that, your semen, okay, or even for a girl, if she eats all that, it will smell accordingly. That is why I challenge you, if you don't believe me on this, just eat garlic. Eat lots of garlic, okay, on an empty stomach in the morning. See how does your mouth smell. And after it's garlic and onions. And then when you go to the toilet, trust me, nobody can enter the toilet for, I think, the next couple of hours. It's that bad. So what is the solution to that? For me, when I was a playboy, I used to have lots of fruits, especially pineapple. Your pineapple and not citrusy fruit. Avoid too much of sugar and lime. Pineapple is a very sweet fruit, and mango and all that. Fruits, they taste good and they smell good, and obviously you'll also smell good. Anyway, so coming to the grooming habits. Now, after I finish walking with all this heat and obviously I sweat and stink and smell. So how do I get rid of this? When I have bath in cold water, by the way. It's recommended to have bath in cold water. Once a while, hot water is also good, especially for deep cleaning, but my default is cold water. Okay. So as I'm having a shower, okay, first I wet my body, and then, one is with soap. Soap, obviously, you can scrub the physical part. So after the soap is applied, I immediately wash it off, and then I lather it with a nice body wash. Okay, and you get that sponge, no? Nice body wash, and I take care of my body as if it's a expensive vehicle. Lather, and until I'm completely like bubbly, like a snowman, Okay, and then I don't wash it off. Obviously, there are some lathers that dry your skin, so be careful of that. I use the one which has a healthy pH balance, or at times I might even have the ones with the strong menthol kind of this thing. So I let it stay there, and then once it is there, I start brushing my teeth. So I leave it there and I start brushing my teeth. And obviously, to kill time, I'm watching a YouTube video, educational or entertainment, whatever. Now, one tip I'll give while brushing your teeth is don't brush violently like this. I used to do that when I was young. Oh, so violently. I destroyed a lot of my teeth with the violent brushing. I had to end up putting enamel on that. I literally destroyed it by, I used to scrub it so badly, the teeth outer layer got destroyed. Almost all my 6-7 teeth, so violently as to brush. It used to heat up, that badly. I didn't know that you have to brush in circles. So now what I do is I brush in circles, and the toothpaste that I use is not one. I use multiple. The best one is Sensodyne, but the thing is it's overpriced. It depends which Sensodyne toothpaste you want to use. If you use the golden one, which is total value, it is really strong. You might feel the skin of your inner cheeks go off. So it's really strong. So there are different versions. One of them is repair, enable. So experiment with, see which one works well for you. I've tried all the Sensodyne. I like the ones with a little bit of enable or repair. They're actually a little strong and sensitive at the same time. And then obviously I use Colgate and the cheaper brands. In India you get Vico Vajradhanti. You don't get it here. Made from Ayurvedic herbs, which is also very good. I used to use in the village charcoal to brush your teeth, and even what do you call that? Tooth powder used to have. Used to use my finger. Okay, so yeah, the teeth, and especially behind the teeth, that area you have to clean properly. And the most important one is the tongue. The tongue, especially that. When you get up, there is a coating on top. That's all bacteria and all the food stuff and all that. So I make sure I use circular motion, both up and down, above my palate. I clean it, and yes, you can finish it off with a mouthwash. My mouth feels like brand new. Like there's no white, nothing. You can literally see it's like a brand new mouth. After that, I finish with the Listerine mouthwash. You don't have to go for the really strong one. You can use any nice one. So once it's done, and by the time, then I completely remove all the soap. I'm growing my beard because it's good to keep your beard once every 6 months, because I shave the opposite way, so it scrapes the skin off really bad. So I allow the face and skin to heal and let its natural part, just let it be, but if I'm shaving, I follow the same principle. After cleaning, lather, I make sure it is really soft. It's recommended also for those of you who shave, use hot water and lather, so it makes it bubbly and nice. Gillette, or I use Chic Quattro. I've used that blade for many years. Even the Gillette Mac is pretty good, Mac 3. Now comes the underarms and private region. Imagine I'm discussing. But I guess some of you, there's no one to talk to. And in fact, you'll be surprised to know even adults, some of them do not know this. I came to know about it obviously because speaking to models and playboys and all that. My underarms, I clean shave it. Clean shave always. I clean shave, and with the razor, take a Gillette Quattro or Mac so you don't get cuts. Even for my head and all that, I use Gillette or Mac. They are really good blades. They are really good blades. If I use an ordinary blade, I'll get plenty of cuts, and I do reverse shaving. So if you have not done reverse shaving, give it time. Especially if you have pimples, go slow with the blade. In my case, I can go fast because my skin is used to it. But if you have pimples and all that, go slow. Otherwise, you'll get a very bad cut. You might end up losing a chunk of your flesh also. Just be careful. I used to end up with bad cuts, chunks of it in my head. But now I'm used to it. So when I shave, I shave like this, Okay. So underarms, clean shave. Private region also, I use Gillette or Chic Quattro, clean shave. Obviously, you need experience to know how to shave your private parts. If you're not used to it, you'll end up with cuts. Be careful there. There are these trimmers and all that. It depends. I've used them, but I prefer using a wet blade. Okay. I'll tell you what to do after you shave. This part, the body hairs, I use you'll be surprised. I purchased very expensive trimmers, body trimmers. The best one, which I highly recommend, is a dog trimmer. A dog hair trimmer or a pet hair trimmer. Because pets are very fragile creatures, they make sure that the blade is plastic and it does not cut the skin, all that. So I use pet trimmers. I have used the very expensive ones, like branded ones, where I've spent almost like $300, $400. Total waste. Now I buy this cheap pet trimmer, Chinese brand. Oh, you can use for a year without having any problems. Just make sure you keep the blade clean and avoid using both for your dog and for yourself. I've been known to do that. So, but yeah, I keep the blade properly clean because just for safety. Okay, so now after you shave your underarm and private regions, even your butt crack, I'm sure there's ass over there. There's hair over there. In my case, I've never gone to a beauty parlor. All that you can do that either by looking in the mirror, bending over and trimming and shaving. I've done that. I've had my ex-girlfriends help me with that. Or now it's like I just use my hands to feel the hair or fingers and shave. That is if you don't want to have hair right on your bum. I'm discussing how to shave bum hair also. Very good. You wouldn't want a lot of hair there, especially it's for hygiene purpose. Now obviously you have shaved everything, and you'll have that smell, that musky smell of your body that will always remain even after you clean, because that area has to be cool, so it'll start sweating. So what I tend to do is I use be careful, it depends if your skin is allergy or not. Underarm deo roll-ons, no? I use deo roll-ons under those areas. Near the private region of my underwear, there I use mostly powder, baby powder. So because I stay in a sticky, humid region, the body, I've actually developed this habit where I spray it with perfume first. So there's a oily, sticky this thing on the body, and then I wipe the powder so it sticks. And even underarm, after I put the deo roll on, then I put the powder so it sticks. In fact, there is the Arabic white powder that they use, very expensive one. If you rub that, the smell remains for the whole day. That's why some of these Arabs, they smell amazing, especially Arab women. So it's always recommended to get a good perfume. Don't get a cheap one, because you do not know how it will act to your body. And experiment and see whenever you test a fragrance, go to a branded shop. They have free testers. Here's a tip: don't put it on your shirt and all that. I put it on my skin because it has to interact with yes, there is a way to do it. Some people put it on the shirt, some put it on the neck. For me, fuck all that. I put it on my skin and I smell it. And remember, the initial fragrance is always strong, but after some time, when it subsides, that it mixes with the oils of your skin, then that is the actual fragrance. So figure out which one you like to use. I've used strong ones like Paco Rabanne, I can't get the name here, Givenchy, then Home or Homo. Even Davidoff, I've used various kinds. But today I have all the collection of old ones. I just use any. Obviously, I'll not buy some cheap, shitty perfume. But you'll be surprised, when I went through financial tough times, I did buy them to see how it is. Some of them are good. You can even go to a local shop and see which one is nice. But yeah, keep in mind, if you're going to have sex, spraying that will leave that taste if she kisses you and all that. So there, what you need to do is, if you're planning to have sex and all that, body lotion, wipe it and let the skin get absorbed. Okay, depends on which. And if you want to go down on your partner, there are these Durex gels or something for foreplay. They taste strawberry, or different flavors are there. That is if you want to go down on your partner or all that. After a shower, clean, dry it, and then you can apply it. If in case you're worried about, it doesn't taste nice or whatever. And make sure diet, remember what I told you about the diet, very important. So yeah, this is in terms of, and see, one tip about sex which I'll give you is, always have a nice shower, smell nice, and ask your partner, always communicate with your partner, what do you like? Do you like my body to be dry, or do you like a little bit wet? Some prefer natural, some prefer little bit of cream, So speak to your partner. You have to know what works, and be aware of your body odor. In my case, after I put that perfume and then the powder and deo, my body smells amazing. Only problem is the powder remains, so my room is always, it has powdery dust all over. Then what else? Perfume, air spoken. If you go out, I do the same thing. By the way, one important tip: if your body sweats, which most of us do, and we stay in a hot climate, I always put a, banyan. They call it banyan, or the West white one. I put it after this ritual that I follow: the perfume, the powder, the deo roll-on, and all that. I put a white banyan, okay, light one. So even if my body does sweat or it maintains itself, and if I were to go out, I'll put some extra padding of powder and then put it, so I don't smell bad. And I'll tell you that deo roll-on and that powder thing, the smell, fresh smell remains for quite some time. And there are some antiperspirants you can use that. If in case you're worried about getting, rashes on the insides of between your private areas, one is Vaseline, or there are these anti-chaff, I don't know, you call it anti-chaff? Like roll-ons, which you can use. Athletes know that. So when you put it, the underwear doesn't rub. Always make sure that you buy brand new clean underwears and change them frequently. I used to have the normal underwears, then I started using for exercise. There was a very specific tight underwears. Then for sports and triathlon, there's a different kind of underwear where water doesn't retain, and it holds especially for boys, it holds your ball sack tight. Others you can get hernia. Today I normally prefer boxer shorts, not the loose ones, the ones that kind of stick to your skin, not too tight. So yeah, these are some of the basic grooming tips that I can give you for boys. For girls, I would just say that if you really want to know grooming tips, I don't know much about the periods and all that. I can't give you tips on those areas. But if you really want to know, ask a girl who has an active sex lifestyle. I know this might sound stupid, but women who have an active sex lifestyle, especially who are taught grooming, they're very particular of their body hygiene. In fact, one shocking tip I'll give you, one shocking fact I'll give you: many of these women who are models and westerners, they're very dirty inside. Some of them don't even clean their private parts. And how I know, I have friends who are gynecologists. They say their private areas is so filthy. If I tell you what, you might not have sex for 1 year. It is that bad. Their rear end, and some of them even I know some people who work in bikini wax, and the horror stories that they give, unbelievable. But remember, hygiene is very important. It was not taught to me when I was young, and I didn't know it. But now when I think of it, I'm like, when I would think of how I was when I was young, I don't even know how those girls had sex with me. That is why I'm very particular. If I have sex with a girl, she has to really smell nice. That is why prostitutes, they really take care of their body. We might think that they are infected and all that. They actually go through multiple tests more than the average person, so they are much more safer. And they take not only precaution, they make sure that their bodies are clean. I got all these tips surprisingly from girls who are elder than me, much more elder, and who would have sex with me. It's like when I was 20, I had this girl who was, I think, in her 30s. She was a doctor. Oh, she would guide me properly. Oh, do this, finger this, clean this. Filipinas, very hygienic, very clean. Can't say the same about Indian girls, because I guess nobody's there to guide them. Been mostly with Filipinas. So they are very hygienic, very, very hygienic, especially the ones who can afford the basic amenities. Anyway, these are some of the tips. In terms of hair, what tips I can give you? Hair is, and especially if you're balding, be careful. If you use too much of gel and too much of hair cream, you'll end up losing. One of the things that I would recommend, if you have hair and you're losing it, massage your scalp daily, especially with oil. And yes, you will lose hair. The dead hairs will go out. But there's no solution to balding. And don't be sad or upset if you lose hair. There are some people who opt for a hair transplant, and please don't go for a wig. It's so obvious. Like Shah Rukh Khan, he has gone for a hair transplant. All these actors, Amitabh Bachchan, hair transplant. And if you have that kind of money, go. But, for me, even Elon Musk has gone. For me, I like the Jeff Bezos style. Anyway, I hope this video added some value to you guys. Feel free to put on your questions. But don't ask me about pooping and this and that, please. One guy, I blocked him. Every time he used to put, oh, I like to eat, poop and this and that. I know he is trying to be a troll. For me, it's very simple. You act like a jackass, I'll block you. Anyway, and please don't start bombarding my business WhatsApp with masturbation, my erection and this and that. You'll 100% be blocked. If you want to be blocked, go ahead. I mean, my WhatsApp and my business emails are not for sex counseling. Oh, one important tip I wanted to share. A hot oil massage. Hot oil massage. Hi, doggy. Hot coconut body massage, sports massage is good any day. Even this, I think this Persian baths or something, they give you bath with hot water and they scrub your body. That's a beautiful way to take care of yourself. So hot oil massage and hot water bath, whatever. It's always good. Okay, and yes, cold water bath therapy. Alright, let me know your thoughts. It's me signing off. You guys take care.